Here's the World War III news. I'm not gonna lie, we got a big incident on our hands. So, it seems that NATO's infrastructure has been hit. A pipeline between Estonia and Finland has been damaged, along with telecommunication cables. They are already blaming Russia, but he already said if the investigation comes back as a deliberate attack, that they're going to respond. Here we go.
We also address the incident in the Baltic Sea with the damage caused to critical undersea infrastructure. I spoke with President Sauli Niinisto and Prime Minister Kaja Kallas yesterday, and we are in close contact. The important thing now is to establish what happened and how this could happen. If it is proven to be a deliberate attack on NATO critical infrastructure, then this will be, of course, serious, but it will also be met by a united and determined response from NATO.
A united response from NATO. That sounds like Article 5, which means an attack on one NATO member is an attack on all 31 members. So the United States, Canada, UK, France, Germany, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and all the other NATO members would be dragged into a war with Russia. Then we got our Middle East problem. You see, the United States is about to send another aircraft carrier. I'm willing to bet that things are about to get wild. Anyways, listen to this and then we'll talk about it.
House finally saying something and saying that the United States would have give unconditional support to Israel while the administration tries to find out where those American hostages are that are being held in Gaza, along with so many others. The USS Gerald R. Ford arriving in the eastern Mediterranean on Tuesday to deter other enemies of Israel from attacking while trying to prevent a broader regional conflict this morning. We know that Hezbollah, another terror organization, has reportedly fired missiles at an Israeli military position in the north. Israel did return fire on southern Lebanon, but we're getting a lot of notes here.
Let me guess, the Hezbollah is about to get involved in this and hit the United States bases in Syria. This war is really getting out of hand. Anyways, let's talk about it. An Israeli official is calling for the nuclear missile option. An Israeli lawmaker is calling for her nation's military to use nuclear warfare in a response to attacks by Hamas. They're even saying nuclear threats are coming out more since the war in Ukraine. Now we have the escalation in Gaza. Israel is a nuclear-armed nation. I believe the U.S. second aircraft carrier is on its way to Israel as we speak. They are warning the last time that things have actually been this bad, we were actually on the verge of nuclear Armageddon. Yes, 50 years ago, the same kind of war almost brought us to nuclear Armageddon. Syria and Israel had a tit for tat last night, and so did Lebanon and Israel. Mexico is rejecting our migrant centers, and I keep thinking how many of these governments' people are planted on our territory already. South Korea is warning that North Korea might try to distract everybody with a nuclear test. Here's the one about Finland saying that the undersea gas pipeline and data cables were likely caused by external activity. And they said that they suspect that Russia hit the Baltic Sea gas pipeline, which means they would have hit the cables as well, which would have been Article 5. Jordan's aligning with the Palestine. China and Saudi Arabia are holding drills together out of nowhere for the second time. Romania finished their investigation on the Russian drones that crashed on their territory. They're saying it was intercepted by Ukraine's defense systems, then fell on their territory. And now Israel's sounding an alarm about Hezbollah drone infiltrating into their territory. And as of the making of this, it's rumored that there might be more than one. Really time to wake up, my friends. I've been trying to warn you guys for a while. Now it's here. More news next.